Hello, welcome to SEPAM. Today we're going to be looking at the solution to IGCSE Mathematics Paper 4, February-March 2025. And we're going to be looking at question 11, which have to do with compound interest. So this is a question that we have here. Let me magnify it so that you can read it very well. Okay, so if you look at it, he invest $1,500 at the rate of 4.2% per year compound interest. Calculate the value of the investment at the end of 5 years. So this is the question that we want to calculate. Then we'll now look at the second part. But for us to do this, we know that compound interest, for you to calculate this value, so I just want to write the general formula for the compound interest. Okay, so let's magnify it. Now, the compound interest, you know that A is equal to P into 1 plus R over 100 raised to power n, where n is the number of years, R is the rate, and then P is the principal amount that is invested. So we have this. So if we solve that, so let's so we have this value already. So let's see, simplify it. So 1 plus 0. That will give you 1.042 all raised to power 5. So if you expound the bracket, raised to power 5, that will give you 1.222. So use it to multiply the principal amount, and that amount to $1,844.3. So that is the amount. Then question B, Hitachi invests some money at a rate of X% per year compound interest. At the end of 11 years, the value of the investment has doubled. So if you look at the question here, at the end of 11 years, that means A is equal to B 2P. So let's see. To calculate the value of S, we use the compound interest formula, which is A equals to P all into 1 plus R raised to power n. So where A is the future value of the investment, P is the principal investment amount, R is the annual interest rate, that's a decimal, then the number of years the money is invested for. So if we use it to solve, so we are given the condition that the amount doubled after 11 years. So number of years is 11, and then the rate is S%, so that is S over 100. So substituting into the formula, we have that A, which is 2P, is equal to P into 1 plus the rate s over 100 all raised to power n, which is the number of years. So solving this, if you divide both sides by p, so you have that, then we can now solve for a. So we have 2 is equal to, then if you have that, then to solve to get the value of 1 plus s over n, take the 11th root of both sides. So if you take the 11th root of both sides, then the 11th root of 1 plus s over n raised to power 11, so the 11th root is 1 plus s over n. Then take the 11th root of 2, so that will be 2 raised to power 1 over 11. So on the right hand side with your calculator, you can do that. So 2 raised to power 1 over 11 is approximately 1.065406. So equate it to the left hand side, which is 1 plus s over 100. So we can now solve for x. That means if s over 100 is equal to 1 plus 1.065406, so make s over 100 subject of formula. So the plus sign on moving to the other side will become minus. So if we do that, we have s over this equal to this, so multiply both sides by 100. So s is equal to 6.5406. So rounding to 2 decimal place, that will be s, the rate of the compound interest is 6.54% per annum. So solve. Okay, so let's see. I have an additional exercise for you to be able to master this compound interest. So I have just an additional exercise. So let's look at this one. Saving for a gadget scenario. So we have Dora want to buy a new high-tech gadget that costs $2,500. She knows that if she invests her money now, it can grow with a compound interest rate of 3.5% per year. She aimed to have enough money for the gadget in exactly 4 years. So this is the question we want to look at. Now, how much money does Dora need to invest today to reach her goal of $2,500 in 4 years, assuming an annual compound interest of rate 3.5%? Show the working clearly and give your answer to 2 decimal place. So if you look at this, so let's look at it. The formula for compound interest is this. Then the future amount is 2,500. So now we are looking for the principal, the amount that she needs to invest in order to yield $2,500. So the rate is given 3.5%, which is 3.5 over 100, which is 0.035. Then the number of years is 4. So find the principal. So all we need to do is to rearrange this formula and make P subject of formula. So we've done that. So if you have this, so let's substitute. If you substitute into this formula, so we cannot get the value of P. So that gives, she needs to invest 2,178.61. So in 4 years' time, this money will mature to $2,500. So let's look at another question. So this is a comment compound interest question. So I want to try this one. So grandpa's parent gift scenario. So when Paul was born, his grandfather invested the sum of money for him. Now, in his 4th birthday, they check the investment and find that it has grown to a total of $3,200. The investment account are consistently yields a compound interest of 5.1% per year. So what is the question? What was the original principal amount that Paul's grandparent invested when he was born? So show your working clearly. So on the comment section, I want you to type in your answer to see if you actually understand this topic. So subscribe to Super Easy Physics and Mathematics. Thank you for viewing this. Share, love and share it with your friends.